Hello and welcome to Fatmando Christmas, December, January update. Bubble Bill. So yes, it's Christmas. You can read the joke. It's a free one. So I went to Australia via Vietnam. Lovely fur soup there. Point of this is to decide whether or not exercising in the cold, which I dislike rather intensely, depending on how cold it is, or exercising in the sun has better results. So here we are. Oh, get the camera angle right. There she is, the old ocean pool. Seen as much fun. This little view, if you forget, be down there shortly. And the weather back home, not looking the best. From Buffalo Bills to a Golden Gay time. You still have a Golden Gay time in Australia. Just vanilla and caramel with biscuit pieces on the outside. Still thankfully called a Golden Gay time. It's not been modernised with a stupid new name, but thoroughly recommend having a Golden Gay time. I am the rainmaker, getting my dad's house, and it rains at least once while I'm there. I don't know how dry it is, it seems to rain at least once while I'm there, which is good. If you do like the sound of rain on a tin roof, enjoy this for the next couple of seconds. It's really wet. Ah. Trying to show you the lightning, but the thunder. It's coming closer and closer, getting wetter and wetter. Now earlier in the day and evening I was taking pictures of the curious wildlife, the many spiders that I could find. Gecko. The many birds who refused to have their photograph taken. Hey, wimpy again, camera shy. Feral cats. And this is one I was trying to get a photo of, but I couldn't get close enough to it because they'd fly away. That's what it looks like, which is pretty cool. And then again, the weather. So yeah, getting back to the whole point of being here, the weather being 33 degrees, it is just too damn hot. Even at during the day, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, it's about 28 degrees, which is just crazy compared to on the coast as an alternative. And Vietnam, just throw that in there. Obviously quite hot and humid. So, but back to the wildlife. It's even so hot the spiders were trying to escape from the hot tin roof. There's a close-up if you like spiders. They're only tiny, they're about as big as the thumbnail. This is a wasp. If you're a spider and you see that, you're in trouble because you end up down that little hole there, just a little bit off to the left. This is a spider and a wasp having a little death match, flying around on the spider trying to escape, which clearly didn't work, with some Christmas carols in the background. The spider's lost that one. You did. And there was photographic proof of doing some work in the garden. That little tree was blown down in the storm, so there I am doing a very small amount of work because everyone puts off work in the garden and for most of the day, so it gets done in very short sporadic bursts, which is not my way of doing things, but hey, when you're a guest you just toe the line. Again, camera shy bird. See, lots of sitting, more sitting in the heat and drinking. Not ideal for weight loss, but it's a good way to watch the world go past. And so I came over here to do some workouts in the 36-degree heat, but promptly found there were a couple of occupied wasps' nests, so I probably sprayed them, unfortunately, so I could work out, and gave it a day, then come back and promptly found there was a redback spider living in there, and being it's the second most venomous spider in Australia, I thought, I'll give that another day, but then the opportunity was lost. And it's just too freaking hot. It's kind of a bit silly really, because I guess the whole idea was to come over here and exercise, which I have done a few little times, but it's Christmas, it's New Year, it's hot. I probably just didn't exercise much as I should, but you know, in looking at August, we've done that, nothing for 2 weeks, and then, you know, done a flurry in the end of the month, and then it's produced results, versus doing stuff all month and it doesn't produce anywhere near as much results. So I figured, what the hell, I'll just sit here and relax over the New Year's Christmas break, and yeah, hope for the best when I go back to Sydney, where I can actually get some surf and sand to cool off. Even though there was a bull shark in one of the beaches, but hey. Highly recommend Aussie burgers. So as you can see there, you know, there was an attempt to exercise, but I possibly didn't do as well as I should have. So you can see there, I did 3,565 calories in December. Not great, but then there was a plane trip and jet lag during all that time, so you just become an enormous pain in the ass, let's not lie. And then January, again, late start, but there was some running. I was in pictures of the beach in there. You know, there was actually quite a long distance. So you can see there was some attempt to do exercise in January. Again, 3,200, not probably the best calorie count, but hey. What's doing? I can see you. You can see me. Coming in for the crickets, are you? Hello, little skinky. Hello, skinky, skinky. There you go. Little cicada, hello. I think they call them brown bombers from my youth. Noisy bloody things. This one's on its last leg. It's only lived for about 2 weeks, sorry. Alright, just not recording any of that. Excellent. So anyway, up at Southwest Rocks, we've got the lovely lace monitor and the omnipresent cicadas. There's more of the lovely Southwest Rocks area. I'm not sure what that sound is in the background, but you get the general idea. It's quite pretty. Some more of the local wildlife, some actual real live kangaroos. I thought I'd just add that in if you wanted to have a look at them. In natural habitat, just chilling out by the golf course as you do. The process for guessing what those black lumps on the ground are. Something to do with kangaroos. These are just bin chickens. See them in bins around the area, everywhere in Australia. So here they are. Little baby. In your pouch, mum. You don't want to startle them because they are wild animals at the end of the day. There's signs up about how to live with them. Don't go near them if they're hissing or growling. It's always good. Always a good tip. There was a few more the other day, about double that size, but maybe this year's Joey. Not exactly tiny. I don't know where the male is amongst all this. I'm not looking for a fight. Could be him. I don't really know which. There we are. Eastern Greys, Southwest Rocks, chilling out on the golf course. Just a python hanging out in the back garden at Southwest Rocks. Nothing to worry about. Me having a grimace shake and living to tell the tale. And just a quick recap over the weight and the BMI. Visceral fat hasn't changed, no surprises. So all in all, a good December, really, but then it's bounced back in January. Can't argue with the stats. If you do go to Southwest Rocks, there's a lovely little bridge here. The locals jump off. There you go. Good fun. Highly recommend it. There's big fat daddy jumping in. Not quite Daniel Craig, James Bond.
Not quite Daniel Craig getting out the surf, but you know.
So here is a photo of November 2023. I was hoping to have a slightly better footage to show of the before and after. Here is this year, December 2024. And yeah, still a lot of work to do, but so be it. Marathon, not a sprint. There's another video coming soon. These are a bit delayed, I do apologize, but there is some good news around the corner. So stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and like all that bollocks. If you could, that would be great. Support the channel. And we'll see you same fat time, same fat channel for more exciting updates on my journey from fat to thin. Take care.